So recently I've built a website for my client. It's a company portfolio and the company is in construction industry. So I want to share with you some of my design choices and overall the thought process while I was designing such a website. So if you're into that, stay tuned. Hi, my name is Mr. Gecko and I'm helping you create better websites in WordPress by giving you some tips and strategies, not just for the technical side of things, but also design-wise. So today I want to speak about a website that I did and whole thought process about me designing such a website. So if you're into this, please consider subscribing. So this is the company in question. They're called Hano. They're located in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's far from United States, but it's also a city where I live. And I know them for more than 20 years. They are positioned as one of the leading companies in the region regarding innovative. So I'm not a native speaker, so let's just Google that. Where's the
facade?
Facade.
Facade.
Facade. So now we know. So they're all about innovative facade constructions. They make aluminum facades, glass facades, and so on. They've did some really great projects all over the years. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, they did most of the major buildings, and they did some great stuff worldwide. And based on that, we have the website in default Bosnian language, but we also have it in English and German. They have a lot of German partners, so it's reasonable to have a German website as well, German language in the website. So for the design choices that we made, they have this dark blue logo, and it's their brand color. But they also have a sister company. Together they make these facade constructions. Another company is doing the glass. They're doing the it's like one company with two branches. So I did the other website a few years ago. We are going to redo the design very soon based on some new WordPress technologies. So Hano is actually, they wanted me to give a little different flavor in this website to make it more simple than the other one. And the target audience is a little different for this one. For the other one, because they're making glass, other one has target audience for architect, for an architect that's making buildings, for some regular customers that order glass in large amounts on other companies, and also for the households. So they have a whole range of customers. Target audience is very, very wide. But here, this is a corporate website that just needs to have company portfolio, look serious, have this regular company look. I'm not allowed to do some crazy things on it. It's more like a very serious company with a huge reputation in the region, and it's mostly for people who know what they're looking for. Someone who is looking for them will open their website and look at their objects, the buildings that they made, and they will contact or not. So that's it. But they wanted this, serious look, simple design, but it should work on all devices, of course. Now, to make it a little different from the other one, I didn't heavily use the dark blue color here. We used a color palette that features a few different colors, but they're all, this is a construction company. So the colors should be more cool, not warm. The colors should be industrial. And the color choices here, as you can see, we have this footer color, the background, dark background. This is the dark gray, which is on a blue side. And as you can see, the buttons are also in that color. Then we have white backgrounds. We have this branding blue color background. Some of the highlights are in yellow. And here call to action is also in yellow. This is standing out pretty much. With the yellow story is that they wanted me to introduce a color that's not so in their branding, like it doesn't fit to their branding. They wanted to have a contrast to add a little playfulness, if you understand me. Like, sorry, my vocabulary is, I'm not a native English speaker. So they wanted to break the rules a little bit with one color that will stand out, to be different from what people are used to see on these websites. So this one, as you can see from comparing to all of this, is standing out pretty much. But I also used color rules, so to pick up this yellow color to fit really great with the rest, to fit really great with this dark blue, to fit great with this background, the dark gray background color. So overall, it should look nice and clean. So let's discuss the parts of this website. So when I started to do this, I researched a lot about their competition. I googled some companies. They gave me a list of companies that I should look at, that they are competitors with. So I took a look at them and studied them throughout. I had to pick up terms for English language, for German language, some of the specific vocabulary terms that they use. It should all fit, really well. So I did not only do the website, I'm also doing the content and everything. Like, this is all me, what you see. However, the pictures and those things I get delivered. But I do edit them. Some of them are good looking, some of them are not so good looking. So I try to adapt them to be very similar in quality. So let's dive into the structure of the whole website. We have about them, we have a contact section, we have news section, and then we have two things that that's about them, which is projects. This is huge. This is portfolio. This is the main, this is the heart of the website. And the services they're offering. So what I decided to put on the homepage, I've worked closely with their team of directors and the staff that's dealing with the clients. So to derive a homepage structure that will actually work for them. So in the beginning, you're getting these 5 big buildings, projects right into your face. And that's all about the hero section. You look at the objects, you see what kind of things they make, and you immediately get sense of their reputation, how big they are, how important they are. So it's all there in these images. Now, sometimes, for some people, they may not know the company really well. Majority of people know the company, but there's always new markets, new clients that do not know them. But when they see the projects, they want to know more about them. So the next section is about them and having these, it's about innovative facade constructions. Now this section, the title and everything, I researched a lot how others present themselves, and I try to position them with this statement. As far as I could understand their company and what I've been told by them, this is a statement that makes them stand out. They're not huge as some world's best facade construction companies, but they have an innovative approach. They have some custom solutions that not even big players in this, the biggest players in this industry do. So, for example, this object, apparently the glass, the facade here is based on hundreds and hundreds of different angles and everything and cutouts. Not even some major companies, they do not want these type of projects, but they're taking on these innovative approaches. So this is about them here, about that approach. and about their reputation. So the next section is the latest news. Of course, this is mostly about them as a company doing new projects, new things. So it's a section that should be featured somewhere on the upper part of the website. And then I break it down with this dark background with the high contrast compared to these light backgrounds. And then we have the most important part, which is the featured projects. Well, you could say, well, Gecko, why is your most important part on the bottom? Well, it's on the bottom because you already have this on the top. It's just not clickable. It's just there for you to see. And if you're interested, you either are contacting them, or if you're interested in these specific projects, I want you to browse their projects. So when you see these 5, and when you click on the projects or see here, you will see more of them when you click all projects. And when you click that, you have a variety of objects, of projects. And that is the key to view even more. So I can compensate by having this on the bottom. And of course, on the very bottom is it's who they are and what kind of projects they did, and you can view all projects. So this yellow color we chose to stand out, to be a little playful and not to overdo it with that color, because this is not part of their brand, but it fits well with the brand colors. So I used also that color here with the form, send an inquiry. So this is the only 2 places where I use it, and I use it also in some accents, like for example here. So I want to tie it down with the rest of the content so that it's not just too random, so that people can see it's well thought out, you know. So the news section features news, and projects will feature a list of projects. So these are the archive pages. And here I have a very, very sophisticated search module. So if you want to know more about this and how I did it, and this, by the way, this searches just the post type, the projects. It doesn't search the rest of the content. So if you want to learn more about it, let me know in the comments below. Now, the thing is, with these other pages, as you can see, the headers here, the heading section is shorter than the home page, because here this is just the page title, and I also want to feature projects, the buildings on these pages. So only the production tab, it has what's going on inside the company. The rest are always these either projects or for news, and these other pages, I have this customized background, which is we took some of their they have this already, they're printing this on some of their designs, so they have a lot of project files stacked together, and then I mixed it up with my colors here to make this background. And this background is used also on these other pages that are additional pages, like certificates, like career, like quality, policy, and all others. So the most important parts have these projects on the background. About page and production page have the same design of the layout. So the layout is on the left side we have text, and on the right side we have imagery. So I didn't want to play with the design, with the layout design too much here, to have some zigzags and whatnot, to have, let's say, text on the left, then in the next section text on the right, and so on. So here it should be very serious. So you're reading like you're reading a document. It's a serious company, so no zigzags and all of that. Production is the same. You have all the sections on the left side, all the texts on the left side, and on the right side you have imagery and video. For the ones that have multiple images, I chose here carousel, not to overdo it with the content structure. But yeah, overall, here all of these are actually this is one page because I couldn't make. See, this is something on their previous version of this website. They had all these sections, introduction, on different page. So when you click ventilated facades, this could be structured with a few images on a separate page, of course. But when you go to transport, what you have is, this is not much text. Steel and constructions here, just one sentence. So how do I put this on a whole website, on a whole page? So I decided together with them that it's better to have one page and all of this together with the anchor links. So it will take you to those links. So you may say, well, why didn't you just use tab production and all of it together in it? So see, it's all about the target audience and how we are presenting the company to them. So either the client wants to see projects or the client wants to see what kind of services you're offering with these facades. So when that is in question, they want to know when they hit hover here, it's immediately written. They don't even have to look. I'm trying to give them that information before they even click. So they may they may not know what production is all about. So, but when they hover here and see powder coating, powder coating. So they go in and look at it. So here we have lorem ipsum text, of course. This is the only text they haven't still provided for me. So yeah, that's a choice that I made, that it's better to have them all here linked. So when someone wants to go directly there, to speed up for them the process of getting that information displayed for them. So another design choice that I made here is to make the header only transparent, the navigation transparent, a little subtle transparency on the home page where the slider is. I didn't want to have a very tall full screen slider because I want to control how these projects are shown on different devices. So on the desktop screen, it's a defined container because these images are cut out. I have to save the size of the website to keep it as small as possible. So I could have these with a huge dimension and it will fit any device. But the thing is, that's really unnecessary because it doesn't matter if at some huge Mac screen, iMac screen, this is till the half of the screen, and if we look at my laptop, it's covering almost the whole thing. It doesn't matter. What matters is these are images that are big enough for you to see how huge these projects are. So that's important. And we didn't want to just cover more space. So we wanted to save space. So this design choice for me, not to have everything below header, but to extend the projects, the slider, the images of the slider below, to go below the header, below the navigation bar, so that it uses that space as well. So when you look at these projects here, you can actually sense with your eyes, you see enough that you see behind this navigation. And I'm saving here a lot of pixels in height because of that. But on other pages, the header is 100% with no transparency, and the content is just below it. So that's a, I think, convenient design choice right there. So this website is pretty optimized and fast. I'm using Kadence theme and Gutenberg block editor. So if you want to know about how I did it on the backend and some of these things that I did with blocks, and if you want to know how for example, here we are showing these on different devices. So all of these images are different on mobile device. So these are same objects but different images, or the same image just cut out differently and uploaded as a different photo and then optimized and then displayed for mobile. So you see one version of images for mobile, one version of images for the desktop, and also one version for the tablet. So I think it's the same version for the tablet, just positioned differently, a little different. So yeah, that's what we have. So for mobile, I wanted to have fast scrolling because these are projects and everything. I didn't want to have like endless scrolling factor. So here you go down, for example, for news, you just have 2 news instead of 3, and you have 3 projects instead of 6. For the, let's say, tablet view, you still have 6 projects, but again, you have 2 news, not 3 news. So yeah, there's that. And as you can see, these objects just fit on any device really well. I couldn't center the things on each device. So that's why I had to use different images. So for example, this one, if I just use this one, I would have to reposition it, with CSS and whatnot, and it would be for one device really well looking, for other not. So I had to use different images, and being already centered when I edited it with Photoshop. So yeah, I highly encourage you to do these things when you have a portfolio website with a lot of images. So this here that you're seeing is displaying differently on different devices. And if you want to know how I did that, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to comment on it, and I'm going to show you right in the backend what I did with the Kadence theme. It's amazing what it can do. So yeah, that is it for this website. If you like this content, if it gives you value, please consider subscribing, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below what would you do here differently. Maybe you have a cool advice for me. So let's share it together. You help me, I help you. This is how it's supposed to work. So anyways, more content coming out soon. Share it with someone who may find value in this, and see you in the next one.